Hey y'all, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you taking time out of y'all's busy schedule. Stop in and see what it is I'm up to. It's 8:30 in the evening, Saturday the 19th of November, 2022. We're sitting up here watching traffic. It is 49 degrees Fahrenheit right now in Jacksonville, Florida. Humidity is at 74%. More on that in a little bit. 10 degrees Celsius. So, I've been working on that painting that I found on the trash the other night. I am not a patient person. I am not a patient artist. I like to get things done, and this weather is not letting me do that. Every time I paint something, I have to wait forever for it to dry. Uh, and that's what I'm doing up here now because I got super frustrated and yeah, just like, all right, I've got to get away from this. Kept walking out to check it and yeah, just drive me nuts. So I have no idea if it's going to turn out or not. I'm not doing it the way everybody else does it. But oh well, I'm playing. I'm playing. I'm having fun. I'm exploring. Um, it's just a junk canvas, and I'm blasted out some pigment on top of it. So I don't know if this is actually a good idea or not. I didn't realize there'd be this much traffic out here, or that it would be so loud. Let's try putting this window up and this window down. So, open the door, turn off the lights. I'm not sure it's going to be much different. Oh, man. So, it's like cold. Um, it's been chilly in the house all day. I've been wearing. Normally, at most, I'll wear a pair of shorts. But yeah, I've got on a thermal shirt, sweatpants, and heavy socks. So make sure that local cop keeps right on rolling. He's giving me the eyeball. But anyhow, doing a little of this and a little of that, and puttering around and getting things. Still, it's a nonstop. I had the kitchen sink emptied. Just went back in and realized it's filled back up again. So I guess it was yesterday or the day before I had the sink empty, and then I've used a couple bowls and a couple cups, and oh man, need to get in and tackle that. I mean, it's not a major big deal, but it's right at the point now. If it gets any more, I won't be able to get it all done before my shoulder wears out. So I really need to tackle it. And just other little stuff like going through assorted bags and whatnot. I got a couple of things that I've come across in other old bags that I used to carry um, that I want to put in one or the other of the bags that I'm currently carrying. And I've been making up I do this all the time to myself, but I've been making up a power bag. Like it's got a power bank and charging cords, and I don't have a wall wart for it yet. I need to figure out what one I can steal, or if I've got one in a box somewhere, or what have you. Um, but it's just enough. Like if I end up having to go into the hospital or something like that, then it's just a power pack, just a way to keep my devices charged. So, uh, and then of course I'll have it set up, and if it ever happens that I need to go into the hospital, I'll probably not be able to grab it because that's probably it's just the way things tend to go. But I'm not looking to have any hospital time or end up going to the ER anytime soon. But it was just I found a small bag and it kind of hit me. I used to have uh, bags for like going when I went to the hospital with the Ole Miss, and I had a similar setup that was just a power bank that I could plug my phone into, and a wall wart and a cord, and while I was with her, then I could keep my phone charged, her phone charged, etc. And that was kind of what I was thinking as I was throwing this one together. Because the last time I ended up in the hospital, I went in. I just been, you know, I don't make any bones about it. I'm a cardiac patient, and I have, some physical problems. So I've been having some real problems with my shoulder and my arm going numb and tingly and all kinds of signs of a heart attack, but nothing else was showing wrong. Like my pulse was okay, my blood pressure was okay, and I kept putting it off, and I was just like, I've got to get this checked out. It's it was driving my anxiety crazy, and that just makes it it ups the pain level by itself. So I ended up going in, and because I'm a cardiac patient, they put me right in. I went right back to the emergency room, and they found me a bed and put me in a bed with all these wires. You know, so I did have I had my one go bag with me, so I had everything that I needed. And there were a few things in there that the hospital wouldn't have appreciated if they knew that it was in there. Uh, but don't tell, and you won't get in any trouble. So, um, but yeah, just kind of a little dedicated bag. Like I said, I don't know if it'll actually go anywhere. I'll end up stealing the battery pack out of it and taking the power cord to use for something else. Before you know it, it'll be empty again. But there's a few things, like I said, that I'd like to put in the bags that I do carry in here. One's like a multiple screwdriver, and then there's a little like Dollar Tree light bulb, um, battery operated light bulb that you can hang wherever. I've got a couple of those in the van. I don't have any in here, which is odd. We'll put it that way. So either put it in here or in my bag. So, uh, anyway, I mean, right now I've got this selfie light set up behind my phone on the dashboard. And it gives nice light, right? But it runs off of USB, so I've got it plugged into my porta pack. But it's not really portable and it's too bright. That's the main drawback to it. Like, I can't really look at it. It's even though it's on a softer light. So and it's kind of glary. I mean, I use it when I'm doing videos in here. It's the main reason for it. But if I'm sitting in here, like if I go out to get something to eat, and I'm sitting in here watching a video on my phone, right where you're sitting now, I don't need that. So, but it's nice to have another little light somewhere so I can hang up, on the bar that's to have attached to the side of the brat buggy, or back here somewhere or whatever. So, it seems like "so" is my favorite word for this evening. Uh, I guess you'll be saying it soon enough, but I worked on that canvas yesterday, taped it all up. I'm not sure if that's going to work, but it doesn't, again, it doesn't really matter. But then last night I was like, let's go play with that a little bit. After I'd already painted it. And I got out and it's like, well, the tape's not really sticking, blah, 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 blah. Let's get the glue gun. And I broke out the glue gun and started gluing that tape down into place and adding more texture here and there. And maybe got a little carried away with it. But let that dry. And then earlier today, I got out and started adding some more colors to it. And I'm going to try to change them into planets. I don't know if any of you have watched the spray paint people that are out there on the shorts, and they do a lot of videos and whatnot. But you just throw a plate or a pan lid or a bowl or something down, and you put a bunch of color down and put the bowl on top of it and then paint around it. Super, super easy. Something I've been wanting to try for a while. I don't know if it's going to work with this because it's so textured. There's a lot of texture. So I'm not sure that I'll get a decent seal. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. If it doesn't work, I'll paint over it. It won't be the first one that I've painted over. And when you get right down to it, I kind of liked the way that it was with just the black and the two purples. It looked pretty cool. But again, it's I had kind of an idea in mind. We'll go through that. If it doesn't work out, it's just more texture, more paint underneath the paint, and I can maybe not duplicate, but I can come very close to the purple on black. So, and then I don't know what I'll end up doing with it. It may end up right back on the dumpster. I don't have any place to put it. I know that. So, it is what it is. I've got that problem with a lot of stuff, though. Start creating things and then have no place to put it, no idea what I'm going to do with it. Excuse me. I've got some of the stuff that I made. Well, the two cages that I made up for Halloween. I had no idea what to do with those. Probably tear one apart. Probably tear the square one apart. And then I've got some old man's beard. It's not sphagnum. can't think of the name of it. The mossy stuff that hangs down from all the trees down around here. It's an air plant. So I've got a bunch of that. I can just stuff inside of it and hang it up somewhere and just let it be what it is. So I think that would be pretty decent, pretty cool. Anyhow. Sorry, off on a tangent. I've got a couple of other pieces there that I'm just thinking maybe I could take these two pieces and put them and make it glue, and yeah, that might nah. I'll tell you, sometimes it gets so crazy up in here. I see something, and then like I can see 5, 6, 7 other ways to put that same thing together. Whoa, he's cruising. And then each one of those changes leads to more changes, which leads to more changes, and I don't know. It can get crazy. No, I went to the dumpster tonight. I was just going to throw trash away before I came out here. Pulled up to the dumpster and threw my bag in or whatever, and there was a shelving unit sitting there. It's plastic and metal, and I don't know. There's a couple of extra pieces I'm not sure that went to it. It's got the right type tubing that it all looks like it goes together. I'm not sure if it does, but anyway, I grabbed that up, and if nothing else, the tubing itself will come in handy for something. I mean, like right off the bat, I was thinking slingshot rifle, or just again, ideas start flashing off, and they lead to new ideas, and yeah. Like I've got this small table sitting next to my door on the front porch, and it's really, I don't know. I end up putting more stuff on it than it should have. Right now, there's some of my little burn cups and whatever, but it's only like 8 inches square. It's enough to put my cup down on and open the door. So that's kind of cool. But it's also not really effective because I do put other stuff on it, and I don't have room to put my cup down. But I'm thinking if this shelf unit fits over there, and then I go on another tangent, it's like I could reuse that little table and mount that box on it so that it's elevated, and that would kind of look kind of cool, I think. And put the moss inside of it, and I was hoping that word would come to me, because I'm looking for it. It's still not there, but I'm sure everybody knows what I'm talking about. Old man's beard, ghost moss. Anyway, I know that if I packaged it up and sent it to people, like you can buy it up north for holiday decorations, but it's expensive. But it's also been, there goes another cop. But that's also been debugged. Not that there's a lot of bugs, but a lot of times that stuff will hold like little no-see-ums or mites or whatever. So little red bugs, little biter things. So, all right, somebody's horn alarm is going off. Oh, at the gas station. I guess they tried locking their truck up Noisy trucks, noisy vehicles. I don't think that was a truck. Where was I? I don't remember. Just yakking away. So, oh, it looks like we've gone 20 minutes already. That's a little bit over 20 minutes, but I'm going to go ahead and call it off here. So, let me know what you think, folks. Give me a thumbs down or a thumbs up. Leave me a comment wherever it is y'all leave comments on your internet access device of choice. If you'd like to share me around your social media, that'd be fandoculous. If your loved ones are nearby, give them a kiss and a hug. If you're not, give them a call. Hit them up on Facebook. Let them know you think about them. Let them know you love them. We ain't promised tomorrow, people. We ain't promised our next press. So I see you all again. I hope you have a fandoculous day. Sláinte, y'all. Bye-bye.